Welcome to a video about sniping in solo forbidden Northridge, and generally the choice of why I play Northridge solo ops for sniping is pretty easy. Solo ops forbidden generally means the best loot for you and for your enemies, which is a big advantage. It also means because it's solo, people don't have a teammate, right? And that's kind of what you wish for as a sniper. You kill one guy and there's no team that can run at you, that can push you or whatever. You just kill him, he's dead. And unless there are really a lot of people in the area, you usually just get a free reset. And oftentimes you can even use the dead body as bait for other people and then kill multiple people. So it's really nice for a sniper to not have to immediately reposition, fight his teammates, and just in general have good loot. The other advantage due to everyone playing solo is people in general won't really run like tier 6 armor. They will run tier 6 helmets, like you will get a decent amount of them. A lot of people run tier 5 shit, but no one really does run tier 6 like vest or whatever, a rig. So SJ can just one-shot body shot up to tier 5 armor, and that is ideal. So let's take a quick look at the equipment, and there are some weapons that you have as a choice. There is, for example, the SVTU, which is a big fucking red gun, and you could build it. It's like 150k to build. Okay choice. I wouldn't personally use it. Then there's an SVDS, which is the big brother of it. Super good gun in general. My issue with it is can't one-shot body shot like the SJ, and also is way more expensive. So like if you're playing normal raids and fighting, not just literally sniper ratting, SVDS obviously really great weapon. For what we're doing, not the best, because it's just more expensive, right? M110, about the same. I think it's just a slightly worse SVDS, but still a decent weapon. If you have some lying around, you can still use it. I wouldn't. But yeah, MK14 just can't really one-shot headshot. I mean, VSS isn't a sniper rifle anyways. ML is, yeah, not really worth it either. So then we come to the bolt actions. Mosin and M24 are very similar. They are cheaper, can one-shot headshot at pretty much any range, are reliable at it, have better ergonomics, but you most of the time will be lying down, so you don't care too much about it. But in general, if you have the ammo for it, if you have them lying around by any chance, don't want to invest into an SJ, even though that's not really an issue, which we'll come to later. But yeah, maybe you can't craft the ammo yet for the SJ, then those are still good choices. You just have to go for headshots, which can be very annoying if enemies are moving. SJ, obviously, you can one-shot body shot, really good. You can one-shot headshot, any armor. Best muzzle velocity, just a really good sniper rifle. I would use the 7x scope, I would use a suppressor as well. Technically in solo ops, you can play it without a suppressor and kind of be bigger bait for people to come there, because they hear the shot, they might come, try to push you, but then again, they might also avoid you and have a better understanding of where exactly you are. I don't know, I generally like it, but I can see why people would run without it. It costs like 100k, but you can use a trick, and items reset on the market, right? Like this scope, for example, 7x is currently at 88k. At some points of the day, you will get this for 50 to 55k. Same goes for the 338 suppressor. It is currently at, let's see, probably like 90k, 94k. It also resets down to 55k. So try to buy those when they're resetted. Don't really buy them above 75k, and you're good. If you don't get a suppressor, well, play without it, who cares? But the scope, I would really recommend is 7x. I think it's the best one. 6x, I don't know. I think it looks weird. A lot of people prefer the 7x. Then, what you want is a good headset. The GS2 is the best. The other ones are just not as good on open map, so there isn't really another choice. Also try to buy it off of the market and not like if you go here and then buy it through here, it will overcharge you. So don't do that, buy it on the market and you'll save money. Then what we do is, for our backpack, we take the Rush backpack. There are two other options that I would recommend. Like the cowhide one is really good, and this one. Reasons being, they're not that expensive, and they're really good for stacking backpack into backpack. And then you want to get it in here, because it's just way smaller. It's harder to spot you if you're lying down, for example. You can also drop the backpack somewhere, but like, it's 2k. I would just run this. Then for a rig, what I would recommend is just going to armored rig, go to like new, get this one here for 8k. Super inexpensive, and it will hold enough. And then you go up here and you buy a helmet off the market, and I prefer this one here. Super cheap, high ricochet chance, and it is also green. Okay, so now you look like this, pretty decent. Don't rely on the armor to actually like save you, right? You don't have armor. You could technically go for, I don't know, like a TM2 rig or like some tier 4 body armor and then the green KSS helmet, which is tier 4 protection, but a lot of people top load tier 5 ammo. And you don't want the fair fight anyways, right? You want the fight on your terms, mid-range to long-range, where you can just one-shot people. And this would just make your loadout so much more expensive. If you would get KSS and body armor, you would look at, I don't know, like about 200k more, which is, right now, your loadout is worth 371k, but it costs like 450k to buy. So that is still like 50% increase, a bit less. It's a lot for basically not really offering you much. Then consumables, I usually want to bring double or triple painkiller. I bring one of those kits, one bandage, like 3 of those or 1 of those, and this. Then I usually bring a small and a big one of the endurance kits and like triple taurin. You can get those endurance kits from the good old NPC. Here, Dick Vincent, he usually has daily offers, and oftentimes you get like cheap nades there and cheap stims, so would definitely recommend getting some there. Then bring this in here and just getting whatever you want here. Get the stim in here. Now we need ammo. I like to run tier 6 ammo. You used to be able to buy it, so I still have a lot of red ammo lying around in my backpacks. But nowadays you need to craft it. If you can't right now, then just get tier 5. Wouldn't really use tier 4 because too many people run tier 5 helmets. It's just not that worth it. Get some Ren pistol and just make sure it has a silencer. You can just use some garbage ammo on top of it, right? Like, you don't need any good stuff. And you don't really need much more. This is about the kit you need for just literally running in, because you will swap your vest as soon as you kill someone. You will swap your helmet probably as soon as you kill someone. You have a backpack that you can either use to fit the shit in that he has, or to literally stack in his backpack to have even more room. You don't need really more to get into the raid. I sometimes like bringing a smoke grenade and like a gas grenade. Gas grenades are super good if you want to extract from them. You can just at least gas one side off. And yeah, people, like, you will hear it, but like most people will not even try to push through it. So that's pretty nice. Would generally advise getting keys if you have the money. Maybe not cashiers, maybe not the hotel keys, let's be honest. You won't be going into hotel a lot. But yeah, like I had multiple raids where in the last like 10-15 minutes or so, when I knew there was basically no one around me, I just went and got the saves, got a lot of money out. So it's definitely worth it. I play a lot of Northridge even when I'm not sniping, which is most of the time actually, so I just have them. So yeah, those are really good. And yeah, that's pretty much all we need to know about equipment. Before you go into a game, it is important to not have probably more than 2 shots in your main weapon, in the SJ. Just because you probably won't need more to kill someone. Usually 1 is enough. I oftentimes only have 1 in it. And if you die, you just save like 60k. So really good to not have a full magazine. 1 or 2 is enough. If you use a different weapon, like, I don't know, SVTU or SVDS, 5 to 10 maybe. But like, even then I would top load good ammo and have mediocre one below it. So, important thing are the spawns. And, well, I'll just show you a clip for a second so you realize why. And Forbidden, because there are more teams, because everyone is their own team, you spawn really close to another, and, well, you should know them so you know where you can get shot from at the start of the game, otherwise this happens to you. And you just die immediately. So, the spawns are generally marked as green on this map, and then there are the more or less forbidden spawns. The spawns that don't really happen normally. Like, I've never spawned in them, for example, unless I played solo. Same for this spawn. Same for this spawn. I think those 2 you can actually get if you're playing in a squad. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like in this one at least I've gotten when playing in a squad. But yeah, there are more spawns when you play solo, and so it is kind of crucial to know the default spawns and the solo op spawns. Now, it's pretty important to just have a decent idea of where you want to go after the spawn, because you don't want to just wait, look at the map and chill out. The start of the game is really important to get some easy frags and to just set up camp at a spot. Also, it's pretty safe to travel if you know where the spawns are. So let's just start on the west side. If I spawn on any of these, I will usually go for comp. I don't really like going for communication because I think if you spawn in the area of communication, I'd rather go for cable. There's just a lot more going on there, and I think a lot better spots. If you want to go for communication, however, you can go at this rock here and basically snipe into the entirety of communication, the roofs as well, and even the entrance. It is really nice once you're there. Issue is if someone spawns somewhere down there and rushes communication, and you spawn like here for example, and you run down there, even if you sneak, they will hear you, and this part here is kind of dangerous to cross. Then you can also sit somewhere here, and this is the safe room, you can snipe into it. Well, if the enemies are like standing up, I guess if they have bad armor you can probably get a shot and kill them, but yeah, like it's a bit risky to go there. I don't really like it. You can obviously red around the front, like around this rock for example, but I just really don't like it. There's another spot that is a rock here. You can get up there and... no, it might be this one. It's this one actually. And from there you can also see the entrance when people are leaving, but then again, you don't see them if they're jumping down there. You don't see them when they're going out there. So it is really nice if you saw someone on cable and followed them to here and then believe they will leave out here either to extract or to go to comp. I'll show you a quick video of how to get there. I personally don't go there, but there's a nice YouTuber who showed it in his video on the live stream, so there we go. Okay, let's talk about the parts where I actually like to play. So here, I really like to play down here, and I'll show you where exactly I'm sitting there. it's really nice because the bush is protecting you from people coming from the right. And where you are, you actually cannot be pushed from behind from people coming from the left. So if people come from this spawn, they oftentimes just walk straight in or walk down here and then walk like this. And you get a shot at them from behind or when they go in. And yeah, a lot of times people just sit on this rock, or sit up here. So people don't really expect that spot, which is really crucial. And you see the entire road, right? People that come here usually don't go in from the eastern road. So you basically see 3 of the main entry points into this compound, and you might get a shot in there. And if you don't, then you can reposition for their exit, because it's very unlikely afterwards they'll leave towards west. People usually leave towards north or east. So at the start, this is a good position in my opinion. I've gotten loads of kills from people that came from the right and just didn't see me because of the bush, from people coming from the left, or just general people wanting to entry into the compound. Then there's a spot on the hill here, which I personally don't go to. I killed some snipers there, but I just don't like it too much, because usually if you go there at the start of the game, there will be some bots and they'll heal you, and people kind of avoid the direction or at least look at it. But from there you can kind of snipe on the balcony. But yeah, I usually try to go for the exits or entries, because it's kind of risky to just go for people that are standing still upright while they're looting. If they're smart, they will just lay down anyways and never stop moving. So yeah, getting a clean shot is kind of hard. So that's why once they're on the road, I think it's way more likely to get them. From the hill, you can actually, more important for squads, but if someone is sitting on the stairs to the highest floor and is just like sitting on top of it trying to look down, you can actually see the head from up here and can shoot him. Otherwise, like the rocks next to my spots are pretty good to snipe the balcony and anyone looting the jackets next to it. You can, from the hill and from the rock here, also snipe the safe, but again, if someone is just laying down, you can't really do shit. And then you have this nice hill here, which I used to get multiple kills already. But I wouldn't go there at the start of the game. And the reason being that a lot of people know about this rock, and they'll generally check it once they come like from the side or from behind. So any of these spawns, well, if you go there immediately and they do decide to come here, chances aren't too bad that they'll check it. So, I don't know. Your decision. You can also lay somewhere like down here and check the road when they're leaving to east. I don't really like it too much, because you're not really covered from the sides and people can come from all sides. But generally, if people are already in it, I didn't kill them while they were in it, and I know that they're leaving, I usually still go there, because if they go east, either through the road or the other way, or north, you will basically see it and most of the time get a shot out, or at least know where they're going. While being on the south side, if they just go east one of the two ways, you can't really do much. So that's pretty nice. For hotel, there are actually a lot of options. If you at the start of the game get any of these 3 spawns, what I like to do is just go here and sit and just wait for people to either come from the west or just crossing the bridge and just walking up to a hotel. People will not expect you there, and you get a lot of free kills. but you just have to get a good spawn. Otherwise, actually, like if you get the first kill there, what I really like to do is going back to this hill and then just basically let it lie there as bait and try to kill the second guy from it. This spot is also really good for like seeing people leave in the late game from hotel and to just go, I don't know, parking lot or dam. Same for, I believe it is this rock here. This, like one of these three is really good to just see people leaving as well, and you can even snipe inside them. You can't see every spot, but some of the spots, if people are not, like if they're lying on the wrong side, or just not crouched, or not lying down, but like crouched or standing, then you can actually snipe into the dam extract, which is really nice. So yeah, like this is really good at the start of the game. I wouldn't sit there really more than 5 minutes. Apart from it, you can obviously go on these rocks here and snipe a bit into them, into this extract here. You can snipe bridge and basically like the rocks next to the water. Sometimes people go there, but in general, I feel like in solo ops, very few people actually go for the mid extract or like run somewhere where you can shoot them. So it oftentimes feels like a waste of time. Also, more and more people, when they leave or enter, check these rocks. So I don't know. I feel like too many people know about it, so it's not as good anymore. Apart from it, you can obviously snipe on the hill below hotel. I personally don't like it because I feel like you don't have the best shots. Like people know about these spots, and if they play it smart, they can kind of avoid it pretty good. What I like to do is get on this rock here, and it's really nice because you first of all can like have decent shots on this area. So at the start of the game, it means people that go to hotel might be getting caught off from here, and also in the late game, people that leave down here to like extract on sawmill if there's an extract down here, go around here to get bridge or whatever, right? There are a lot of possibilities. You will hear them from there, and you can kind of shoot them or at least run behind them, get into position and shoot them. Also, you see this entire area. Sometimes people go into this tent to extract camp, and also if they cross from down here, you can shoot this area, and then when they're like once they're walking into the extract area, you can shoot them as well. So it's just, I think, the best way to, well, extract camp people on hotel. Otherwise, yeah, like this is basically how I like to play hotel. If you go further to the east, then I really like going on this hill here at the start of the game. Not really permanently, but at least for the start of the game, if I spawn somewhere here, I really like sprinting there. And oftentimes when people spawn down in the villages, they just like go up here and just they don't really check that spot. If you're not going too far to the front, then the scavs won't go to you, and you can just get people that cross in the early game into sawmill, and it's a free kill. Let's be honest. Otherwise, if you spawn here in the village, make sure to at the start check like this street. Sometimes you get people that run from one village to another to do a mission, or just in general while crossing you get a shot in and get a kill. It is not very reliable, but then again it costs like 20 seconds at the start to do it. Yeah, for sewage, there are in my opinion actually not that great of sniper spots. You can go somewhere here and have these two exits. You can go somewhere either here if you expect them to like leave somewhere here to cable, or go like somewhere in this area and just get the road if they want to go extract here, go hotel, whatever, leave to dam or leave to cable. Like that's still decent. I would not recommend any of these spots in normal forbidden, but like in solo you get a kill and then again like there's no one coming for you, right? It's pretty risky otherwise. But there's also one really broken spot, and that is you can get up on this hill. You can see most of sewage. You can even see the ramp, snipe the ramp. People don't know about that spot at all. And if I would get killed from there, I would honestly be very tilted as well. But I do check it nowadays. And yeah, I love the spot if you're playing sniper. It's even really good if you play in a team. And yeah, like just free kills. So then, if you spawn somewhere down there, you can go for sewage. If you spawn on the southern side, I like to go for sawmill. If I spawn north, I usually skip sewage and just go for cable. And now let's get to the cable ones, which cable has so many good options. You can get either on the complete top and look down. You can get a step further down where you have better shots because you see right here, like you see the entire road basically. Also, less people know about it, so less people check it. But if they do check it, you are technically a bit more exposed. And what you can also do if you know someone is coming towards you, you could just go down here. And it's technically a way worse spot, right? People can shoot you from the high ground, etc. But like, just stay there, don't move. And you have about the same vision as sitting somewhere here, but just people don't expect it. And often, like because of that, people just walk by and you get to shoot them in the back, etc. It's just one of these spots where it's technically a pretty garbage spot because you're really caught out and you can't leave, but then you're playing solo ops, so that actually makes it good if you don't have to. And then obviously there's the spot in the middle, which in Forbidden where you have squads, I really like it. In solo, I don't like it that much because they're actually like, the chance of people coming from different sides at the same time is actually pretty good. So like you might be cornered there between like 2 or 3 people and then it's a bit weird. Otherwise, you obviously have that rock here, which I hate because people check it and it's a bit hard to like get down. You have this area, which is really good to once you're like, if you spawn here, for example, and you want to like get up here or get here, then just sometimes do a quick check here. From here, just check this area if there's someone lying there already. Sometimes get a free kill. Otherwise, what I also really like is lying just down here and sniping a bridge. Again here, it's technically not that great of a spot, but people don't expect it. People completely overlook it because people usually like walk like this or go into parking or drop down here and go like this. First of all, you hear people that drop down, which is super nice, but also people that just don't check it. You get to shoot them in the back. If people leave like here, you shoot them in front. And if there's parking dot extract, here is a nice spot where you can check bridge. You basically still hear if someone's behind you, but like you're closer to it, so you need to be a bit more careful about that. As soon as you hear it, you need to like at least turn around. But also you can snipe into the parking dot extract, as you see in the clip right now. If someone is lying there, trying to safely extract, you just give him a goddamn SJ body shot, headshot, he's dead. It's super filthy, people have no idea this exists. And yeah, if you're in the late game and you expect someone to go there, super nice. And I think that's about it. That's like the most spots you can use. And in general, I like to reposition. I usually don't like to be the entire game at one spot. I try to get like on some of the spots which are really good in the early game, and then just reposition a lot towards cable car. And yeah, try to avoid communication in general. Don't think it's that good. Sewage is pretty good in the mid game as well. Hotel is pretty good in the late game. Sawmill is only really good in the early game, but like in general, you will hear people, right? You get enough information of the map. Usually early game is super good to get early pickoffs because people are just not aware of these spawns and where they can get shot from. And then try to catch off mid game rotations or people that late game want to extract. You'll get pretty rich with it. It's very low risk and pretty high rewards. Like you multiple times per day can get one shots on like full tier 6 dudes, and yeah, I don't generally play too much sniper, but sometimes I just want to chill once you're lying down, you can even like do some work on the side, watch some movies, whatever. It's pretty dumb. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you want videos like this, let me know. And yeah, feel free to ask questions in the comments. Have a nice day.